survived the wild card round are the Chiefs, Texans, or the Chiefs actually got the first round bye. So the teams that survived the wild card round are the Texans, Ravens, Jaguars, Giants, Lions, and Saints. So the Chiefs are going to battle the Texans for a shot to go to the AFC Championship. Obviously, whoever wins will fill that spot. The other team will be eliminated. And then the Ravens and Jaguars are going to play. And they will play the winner of this game in the AFC Championship, which will be this weekend. And then the Seahawks and Giants will play each other later. And obviously the winner of that game will go to the NFC Championship game. And then whoever wins the Lions and Saints game later on also will go to the NFC Championship game. Both those games will be played on Saturday. And then December 3rd at 6:30 p.m. is the national championship. The AFC champion and the NFC champion will play each other for the title on December the 3rd at 6:30 p.m. Without further ado, let's get underway here from Arrowhead. So the Chiefs go 8-2 during the regular season, win the division, so they got the first round bye and did not have to play in the wild card round. And the Texans went 7-2-1 during the regular season and got a playoff win over the Jets in the wild card round. And that's what put them here in the second round of the playoffs. They're looking to continue on and defeat the Chiefs or suffer and go home. Snow here in Arrowhead because it snowed pretty much everywhere up north. Here's Fairbairn to kick this away. And we're going to actually, we can't do it yet, but we're actually going to edit the depth chart because there's some players that need to be in. Here's Pringle on the return. And taken down at his own 30. Dark, you want to try to call this game with me? Tell Apex that I will okay, I was gonna say tell Apex that I will you know, join we can play in a minute. Yeah. Alright, definitely gonna try to keep this football related now. Okay, so Dak Prescott will start when it's the Texans' turn. And Kansas City, 1st and 10 from their own 30. Here's Mahomes. He's got the snap. Gonna deliver a pass to the left side of the field. Juju can't make the catch, and he's knocked down, and that's gonna make Mahomes go 0 for 1 so far.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Mahomes to Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And tackled a few yards shy of a first, down at the 38. 3rd down and 2.
That's a gain of 8.
So if the Texans want to try to defeat the Chiefs and go to the AFC Championship, they got to play them like they played the Texans. Deep pass going down for Valdez-Scantling, and it's intercepted. By Roby, and that is a perfect way to start for the Texans.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Trying to get to the AFC Championship game, that is the perfect way to start. If the Texans win, they will return home and host the AFC Championship game at NRG Stadium. If they lose, Kansas City will remain at home and host the AFC Championship here against whoever wins against the Ravens and Jaguars. Here's Prescott. And who is that? He couldn't make the catch. I think that was Cobb. Yes, it was Randall Cobb. So 3rd down and 10. You get the interception, you don't want to go 3 and out. Trying to spin out of the tackle and brought down, but he takes it into Kansas City territory. That's Will Fuller. And honestly, the Texans got their QB figured out, but they definitely need to try to chase some wide receivers before next season. Prescott can't find anybody open. He's going to take it himself. Oh, he fumbled! And he dives on it, though. He recovers his own fumble. So it's actually going to be a 1st down and a rush for 6 yards, but still, scary moment there. You get the interception and you almost give the ball back off a fumble. And that was a nice hit by the defender, too, to jar the ball free. And Prescott was like, yep, sorry, you're not getting it. And he fumbles again! And this time he gives it up. He tries to run it again and gives the ball up this time. And now Patrick Mahomes back out with the Chiefs offense. Crazy start for this game. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And based off the hits Prescott took, Prescott's probably telling his defense, take some notes. Mahomes can't find anybody open, just has to throw it. This might be intercepted. No, actually, Juju knocks it away. So it falls incomplete. 3rd down and 6. Here's Mahomes, gonna fire to Kelsey. Kelsey makes the catch, but can't get the first. 4th down and 2. And the offense is gonna stay out. It's 4th down and 2. If they don't convert, the defense gets it on their own 35. And he's gonna get sacked, so the Texans will take over on the opponent 26, an excellent field position.
It's a turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs. And this time he does not fumble it. And nice running by Prescott. I mean, he's not afraid to run it, even though he gave it up on a fumble last time, but still, I mean, nice catch there by Cooks, takes it out of bounds at the opponent 4. But I mean, you gotta also be careful. You don't want to fumble the ball and give it up too much, and that was a mistake. So timeout for Kansas City. Here's Prescott firing for his halfback, who gets into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Johnson. That was a reception touchdown for Johnson. Nice pass there. Turns around, makes the catch. And gets around Breeland there for a 6. Fairbairn for the extra point. And almost blocked. Oh, it's no good! It is no good! This game is crazy. And it is snowing at M&T Bank Stadium too, and that's where the Ravens are going to play the Jaguars after this game. So the Ravens are the home team, and here's Pringle with a return, but he's stopped, and thought for sure that was going for 6, but nope, got stopped at his own 31. Mahomes and the Chiefs offense come back out after the failed conversion on 4th down. And Mahomes can't find anybody open. Spinning out of one tackle and then quickly brought down, but he gets the 1st down. Here's Mahomes. Firing deep downfield for Valdez-Scantling, and it is caught at the 5. Mahomes to Edwards-Helaire to the 2-yard line.
Complete to Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A gain of 3 brings up second and
Mahomes to Edwards-Helaire. Edwards-Helaire touchdown. And both the halfbacks for either team have a touchdown in this game. And it's a reception touchdown. Harrison Butker on for the point after. And that kick is good, so the Chiefs will take the lead by 1 point, 7-6. And the Texans are probably feeling rough now that they failed that extra point because the game would be tied. Instead, they trail by 1. And they get the ball to start their next drive at their own 27. 18-yard return for QT there. Here's Prescott. Trying to get out of trouble. And runs it himself. 4 rushes for 25 yards for Prescott. Second down and 2.
Down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Prescott incomplete.
Prescott's pass. Intended for Darren Fells.
Intended for Fells. Third down and 2. Going for Fells again. Makes the catch, spinning out of a tackle, and then stepping out of bounds at the opponent 37.
Complete to Darren Fells. A 28-yard gain. First down, Texans.
Prescott delivering a big play. Tipped, incomplete.
Prescott on the keeper. Intended for Brandon Cooks. Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Prescott hands off to Johnson, who gets it to the 33.
Number 31, David Johnson, the ball carrier. Anthony Hitchens brought down. A gain of 4.
Sorry if you can hear breathing in the mic. This mic's kind of strange. Big play going for Randall Cobb. Where was the interference call on that one?
On the keeper.
And this is going to make them have to settle with a 50-yard try. Fairbairn on for a 50-yard attempt. Missed an extra point, but knocks this one through. So the Texans take a 2-point lead, and they lead 9-7.
Chiefs 7. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston here. Here's Pringle to return for Kansas City. Hurdles one, knocked down by another.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And the Texans trying to get to the AFC Championship. The Chiefs, if that happens, the Chiefs would be one and done because they did not have to play the wild card round due to getting the first round by Edwards-Helaire with a nice play there and staying in bounds too. A 25-yard run after catch. The clock continues to roll.
Good for Kansas City Chiefs.
Kansas City
10 at the 48.
trying to stay in it here. Mahomes looking for Juju down the field, end zone, touchdown. Catch by Juju for a 52-yard reception touchdown. And now the Chiefs have stretched that lead, or have retaken the lead. And going for the extra point, never mind. Going for 2, and it's caught for the 2.
The conversion is good on the fake extra point.
So not a bad decision to go for the 2-point conversion because, well, it worked. The Texans only get a field goal on the last drive, but a touchdown and extra point would get them the lead.
QT on the return. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Prescott. Big play going down the field, incomplete. Prescott not throwing too good here. He couldn't get the first down, so they have to try to convert here. Up the middle, he still didn't get it. 4th down and 1. Johnson has the first down, and he escapes for a minute, gets it into Chiefs territory. It's on 4th down and 1. They get the conversion, and the drive continues, but that takes us to the end of the first quarter. 15-9, Kansas City leads it here at Arrowhead. Welcome back to the NFL here on YouTube TV Network. Playoffs, divisional round. Texans versus Chiefs. Chiefs lead at 15-9 by 6. Here's the first play of the second quarter. Prescott just barely missing the sack. And gets a gain of 3 there. 5 rushes for 28 yards for Prescott. This guy's going all out like a machine here on the road. And he went all out like a machine on the road last week against New York. Eliminated the Jets from the playoffs. And now looking to do the same here to the Chiefs. The Jets were 1 and done. They want the Chiefs to be 1 and done. However, 3rd down and 8, not going to help you any, because if you kick a field goal here, which they're not even in range, you would trail by 3 still. As they get it into range now, but they get the first down. So the drive will continue. Prescott rolls out of the pocket, fires towards the end zone, and it's jarred free before he could haul it in. Prescott wants a touchdown on this drive, because it will either, because 6 will tie the game, as that's incomplete, almost intercepted. 6 will tie the game, 7 will get them the lead, unless they go for 2. Did he make the catch? No. And that will be another 50-yard attempt. If he makes it, they still trail by 3. And he does. So 15-12 now. After a touchdown and missed extra point on the first drive, their past 2 drives have been field goals. That's not going to win you the playoff game unless if time's getting ready to expire in the 4th. Pringle dives for the 30 and gets to the 30. Here's Mahomes. Stepping back deep, firing deep downfield. Tips and knocked into the end zone, incomplete. Here's Mahomes firing for Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Oh, it's a fumble! Picked up by Houston. So now each team has a fumble loss. Edwards-Helaire fumbled it. Gave it back to Houston. Houston gets the field goal on the last drive, as Kansas City calls their second of their timeouts. But Houston gets it. Gets it off the fumble, and they get the field goal on their last drive. And now they can try to score a touchdown or a field goal to tie it, as that's incomplete.
Prescott's pass, intended for Randall Cobb, incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Prescott looking for the end zone, and that's too far for Fells.
Prescott on the keeper. Intended for Darren Fells. Incomplete.
Prescott's not used to playing in the snow.
Yards to go.
Actually, I take that back. He played for the Bills as he does get into the end zone on this drive. Touchdown, Will Fuller.
Houston.
And they are going to go for the extra point. Can Fairbairn redeem himself from missing their first extra point of the game? Yes, he can. That's good. So now it's 19-15. 7:36 to go in the second quarter.
19.
And the Houston Texans have regained the lead.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Pringle gets stopped at his own 25. And that is where Mahomes and the Chiefs would take over. So the fumble loss on the last drive, which resulted in a touchdown and extra point for Houston. And now here's Mahomes firing to Edwards-Helaire, who drops it.
Mahomes pass. Intended for Clyde Edwards.
Snow likely to continue through the second half, and it's
Second and 10 at the 20.
looking like it's going to continue all day in Baltimore. And that's caught by Travis Kelce, who stopped just a few yards shy of a first. 3rd down and 3.
Travis Kelce. That's a gain of 7.
And if you're the Texans, you found out how to overcome the Jets. Now would be a great time to find out how to overcome the Chiefs if you're trying to get to the AFC Championship. And another interception would have helped stop them. But you're going to make the Chiefs punt, and this is the very first time either team has punted in the game. Here's Townsend to punt. Kuti picks it up and gets stopped at his own 35, and that is where Houston will go to work.
At their own 35-yard line.
So nice job by the Houston defense, forcing the fumble and then stopping the Chiefs and forcing them to punt as a big play over the middle.
Prescott's pass. Complete to Brandon Cooks.
This lead could stretch out farther with plays like that.
First down, Texans.
Prescott going to Cobb, can't make the catch.
Intended for Randall Cobb. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's Prescott looking for it all, and he drops it before he hits the ground.
Intended for Jordan Akins. Incomplete. 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
And nice catch by Fells there, and the drive will continue. And did Cooks get the first down? Yes, he did.
Cooks. First and goal at the 10-yard
Kansas City trying to keep Houston out of the end zone here. Going for Johnson. And he can only get it back to the line of scrimmage.
complete to David Johnson. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Chiefs' 10-yard line.
Incomplete, intended for Cobb. Ball was knocked out or deflected. And that is caught for a touchdown by Johnson.
Complete to Duke Johnson. Touchdown, Houston. Kaimi Fairbairn lining up.
So now it's a 10-point game, about to be an 11-point game pending the extra point. And it is an 11-point Houston lead.
Makes the score Texans 26, Chiefs 15. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So how about that? 2 touchdowns on the last 2 drives for Houston. Pringle stopped at his own 22. 26 yards per return on the kickoff. That is actually solid. Here's Mahomes. 1st and 10 from his own 22. Last 2 drives stalled out. Last 2 drives were a fumble loss and a punt, as that's tipped and incomplete. Intended for the fullback. Mahomes fires, pass is caught. Travis Kelce inside the 50. If I'm Houston, I definitely would start trying to stop him or force him to kick a field goal. Mahomes fires to Edwards-Helaire, who spins out of a tackle, spinning out of more, and tackled at the 32. So they are in the field goal range. Also, I just realized on Houston's last 2 touchdowns, Fairbairn's made the extra point. So that's definitely redeeming himself from that first missed extra point when they scored the first touchdown. These two played each other in the 2020 kickoff season after the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, and then they played each other in the divisional round of the playoffs. The year the Chiefs went to the Super Bowl, as Juju's into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the day. And they're going to go for the extra point. I thought they were going for 2, but they're going to go for the extra point. Never mind, they throw another fake at him. And that is caught. It's a 3-point Texans lead. And the Texans going to get the ball right back. But yeah, they played each other in the divisional round. KC overcame a deficit, won that game, then beat the Titans, went to the Super Bowl, came back and beat the 49ers. And then these two met up again to start the 2020 season to kick it off. So, I guess you could consider these two a rival. Maybe not anymore, depending on the quarterback issue, but Prescott airs a deep ball, which is caught by Cobb. Not a bad idea to throw a deep ball. You probably want to stretch your lead out a little farther before you go into half. Here's Prescott, has to throw the ball so he doesn't get sacked. That's incomplete, flag on the play. Definitely going to be pass interference on the defense. That moves it to the 1-yard line. I wonder if he's going to throw it to Johnson again. No, he's not. He's going for Fells, and he has the touchdown.
Prescott's pass complete to Darren Fells. Touchdown, Houston.
And looks like they're just going to settle for the extra point, depending on if we see a fake or not. The Chiefs faked them out twice, but they just knocked the extra point through, make it a 10-point game again. Kansas City still has 1:56 left in the half to try to punch into that lead again. But right now it's looking good for the Texans. Looking very good for the Texans, and he fumbles on the kickoff return. Right as Fairbairn, the kicker, recovers it for the Texans. And right as we were saying the Texans are heating up, they heat up some more and knock the ball free. And Patrick Mahomes will not see the ball for that drive, at least. Fairbairn recovers it, and that's going to be a quick first down. And this game definitely about to break the 40s if they score a touchdown. Prescott delivers the pass, diving into the end zone. Another Texans touchdown by Will Fuller.
Touchdown,
39-23.
The Texans will line up for the two-point conversion.
Well, the Chiefs got a lot of work to do if they want to get back in this one. And stopped. And injury timeout. That was actually the Chief that recovered the fumble when Dak Prescott fumbled the second time. So we take a break here. So they give up the fumble loss. Houston scores a touchdown. However, they keep Houston from scoring the two-point conversion. So that's not into the 40s yet. But next score, it definitely will be. And good news for Kansas City is it's still early. Could they do what they did the year they won the Super Bowl, which was the 2019-2020 season? And can they make a comeback and send the Texans home? Or will the Texans return home on good notes to host the AFC Championship? Well, if you're the Texans, you definitely want to be returning home to host the AFC Championship, because that's incomplete, intended for Mecole Hardman. But you definitely want to be returning home to host the AFC Championship game, not returning home as your season being over because you took an L. Edwards-Helaire, first down. And Mahomes is going to have to start throwing some deep ones if he wants to try to cut into this lead before half. Try to help himself out. Trying to escape the pressure, though. Mahomes is going to throw towards Valdez-Scantling, and it's going to go out of bounds. Good news is the clock stops. So 35 seconds to go until the half. Houston leads at 39-23. Here's Mahomes, stepping out of the pocket again, launching it downfield for Juju. Juju can't make the catch. And another injury timeout with 27 seconds to go before half. What a game this has been so far. This is looking like the New York Jets game as Kelsey makes the catch. And the Chiefs use the last of their timeouts. 39-23.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So it looks like they're going to kick a field goal with 19 seconds to go here. Try to make it 39-26. Never mind, it's a fake. And he makes the catch. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown. Mitchell Schwartz. Technically no longer a Chief in real life, but 39-29, it's a 10-point game again. And Kansas City's good at these fakes, and they're just going to take the extra point, so it's a 9-point game for Houston. And there's still 12 seconds to go in the second, but I think Houston gets the ball to start the second half. Well, the Ravens and Jaguars are heating up, but first they want to know who they're going to play in the event that one of those two teams wins, because one of them will. And that team, whoever that team is, wants to know who they're going to be playing so they can spend extra time preparing. If you're playing the Texans, you definitely want to spend time in the practice field, as there's a flag on the play. He's not down, now he is. 2 seconds to go. Offensive holding, and it's going to be 1st and 17. I would just take a kneel, send it to half, but if you're playing the Texans, you definitely want to spend some extra time. But if you're playing the Chiefs, you definitely want to spend some extra time. Both these teams throughout the regular season and the playoff, well, to this point, have proven that they're good. Chiefs are trying to come back. They have it within 9. And the Texans were rolling out in front, and I believe they do get the ball to start the second half, so Texans have a chance to try to punch into the end zone again to try to knock Kansas City out of contention even farther. What a first half, though. Look at this. Mahomes stepping back to avoid the rush, delivering a dime, which was then caught for the score. So we just had an abbreviated halftime. Yes, Harrison Butker to kick this one away. Second half underway. Here's Kuti to return it. 9-point lead for Houston. And the ball is out. The ball is out. And the Chiefs have recovered it. That is exactly what Kansas City needed. Look at this. And his knee was not down either. Look at that. Boom. Ball was out before his knee even touched the ground. Great play by Kansas City. And they forced Houston to have a fumble loss for a second time in this game. One in each half so far. And Mahomes and the Chiefs, this should be an easy touchdown. An extra point here. Put it within 2. And it is, because the flag's going to be on the defense. Yep, told you it was going to be defense. They're going to decline it because they want the touchdown. And they are going to just take the extra point, because either way, if they would have converted the 2-point conversion or the extra point, which they did, they can kick a field goal to win it if it comes down to that. But the Texans, you know, and Kuti especially, nobody feels worse than him. They had this lead out 39-15, and then 39-30, and you fumble on the kickoff return to start the second half, and Kansas City punches it into the end zone. And now it's only a 2-point game. So now you got to start to be careful. Dak Prescott. Oh, what a hit there. I'm surprised that was not a fumble. But Dak Prescott now feeling the pressure here. Tipped, incomplete. Cooks couldn't get there fast enough, and when Prescott threw that, he thought the receiver was going to catch it. Instead, it got tipped into the air, and not good, and probably going to be a 3-and-out here. 4th down and 4. We'll see what they do. They're going to stay out and go for it. And they have converted on 4th down, as they have done a lot today. Dak Prescott not throwing good, though. He threw 5 TDs, but he's 18 for 34. That is not really good throwing, but the coach wants to leave him in because Dak's really pressuring the Chiefs. At least in that first half he was, and he knows if he takes Dak out, that might ruin the opportunity. Let me tell you something, though. Dak is doing so much better in Houston than he did in Dallas and on the Bills. Josh Allen left the Bills for the Buccaneers this season, and what a catch by Cooks down to the opponent 10. So Kansas City scores the opening touchdown of the second half. Ball is out. And a good drive stalls out. So Dak fumbled that time after a big play. Oh, and it was almost intercepted. Is the weather playing a factor in this game? Mahomes still stepping back, finally delivering the pass. Incomplete. 3rd down and 10. However, if they can hold Kansas City to a 3-and-out here, that fumble loss isn't going to mean anything. I mean, it kind of does, because Dak did a nice job with the big play, but they're going to sack Patrick here. And it's going to be 4th and 24.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
So Townsend on the punt.
Townsend in punt formation.
So you get the ball to the 10-yard line, then you fumble. That's how the Texans drive went. And then you force the Chiefs to a 3-and-out, and you get it to start your next drive on the opponent 47.
Over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And that was Dak's 3rd fumble of the game. His 2nd fumble loss, and driven to the ground, actually lost a yard. Dak's feeling the pressure now, because the Chiefs have proven they are a second-half team, especially in the playoffs. Nice catch there for the 1st down, though, by Cooks. Cooks had that big catch that put him on the 10 before Dak fumbled. Cooks probably wasn't too happy about that one, as he had put up the big play, but sometimes it happens. And just throws this one away. Nice pass here to Will Fuller, and steps out at the 11. And you know what the offense is telling Dak now? Hang on to the ball. Dak's going to take it himself to the 7.
Prescott on the keeper. He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And a slant to his halfback for the touchdown.
Complete to Duke Johnson.
That's Duke Johnson's 3rd receiving touchdown of the game, 45-37.
Amy Fairbairn lining up for the extra point.
And Fairbairn's extra point is good, and ever since he missed that one, he's made the rest.
Makes the score Texans 46, Chiefs 37.
So the next touchdown of the half comes with 4:29 to go in the 3rd. Fairbairn kick here. Here's Pringle, who dives for the 25 and is stopped just 3 yards shy at the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Mahomes says you can't leave my receiver open. Valdez-Scantling trolling him. And might have been a little too cute there, but at least it's still a big play. Should have been an easy touchdown there, but Valdez decided to troll the Chiefs a little bit and didn't work out too much. Got tackled at the opponent 10, but Mahomes doesn't care where he starts. And you can't throw it there, Patrick. That's out of bounds. Welcome to the One Viewer. We hope you're enjoying this divisional round. And actually, we're going to pause, so we're going to have a little break here. With 3:45 to go in the 3rd. Hello? What's going on? That could be side effects. Well, we can only see how you're feeling tomorrow. Yeah, I know. could be a side effect from what you went through yesterday. That could be. Yeah. Like I said, see how you are tomorrow, and then, or maybe even later tonight, and see, you go from there. Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have to be out of here by 6. Well, yeah. Like I said, check yourself maybe later tomorrow, and maybe you'll be feeling better. Because like I said, it's kind of weird what's going on. Because like one day you're perfectly fine, and then another day it's just like what? So, yeah, no, no, yeah. And like I said, it could maybe it's not a virus. Maybe it's just because you're getting older. Why don't you? Here's the thing. Why don't you rest? Like I said, for sure. And then you know I wouldn't rule out dinner yet because, like I said, you can only see how you feel later tonight and tomorrow. And yeah, like I said, that's why I definitely said make sure you bring your medicine. That way, if you feel a little, if you are able to come and you do feel a little funny, you can just take your medicine, feel better. That's probably side effects then. Like the little fever you got should go away. Um, Try taking a warm shower before you go to sleep. Um, yeah, then yeah, definitely get some fluids in you. You know what? There's this thing called Pedialyte. It's a hydration drink. That should also help you. I would take it because that could that could even be the reason right there. I mean, there are things that stress you out. It could just be stress, and you could have maybe the reason they can't find anything is maybe you pinched a nerve or something or pulled a nerve or something and it's making you sick. Anywhere, but yeah, like I said, definitely get your rest and don't entirely rule out dinner yet because I'm sure, like I said, maybe you'll be feeling better later or tomorrow. That you also also need to eat. Yeah, like the thing is, like I said, those can definitely be um, side effects to that, and that could be why you're all of a sudden feeling like funny today. Um, and what? Okay, so before you got, when did you get that vitamin B12 shot? Before you started getting sick, or after? I was gonna say because that could definitely be attacking your body. That could have been the case. That could. Oh, you know what? You just said you just got another one today. Well, I know, but like you just said you got one today. That could be why you're feeling sick. Because with vaccines, you usually get a small fever. So that could be why you're sick today. That there's side effects with every vaccine. Yeah, it could be either or. It could be side effects of both. Really. So I think what you're dealing with today is side effects because you're not feeling dizzy or anything, are you? Okay, well then, yeah, that could just be side effects you're dealing with today. Yeah, that sometimes can happen too. Like, yeah, why don't you take a nap and then call me back and then, you know, I'm, you know, health, health. Yeah. The thing is though, I don't like to pressure, but I feel like in that case you should come see your aunt, so you should still come. But like I'm not saying right now, but like I'm just saying like maybe later or tomorrow. But you should definitely come and see your aunt. I don't like to pressure, but like if maybe this could probably be a benefit for you because maybe she can figure out what that is. And I'm saying this for health reasons. I mean, you could probably, if you don't feel comfortable driving, you could probably book a last minute ticket on for a plane. But yeah, you definitely should come see your aunt. Yeah, so keep checking that. Like like I'm saying, right now you're probably just dealing with side effects from what happened yesterday because that's what it sounds like. Because you mentioned the vaccination and you mentioned and obviously the stuff they did yesterday. So that's definitely could be what's going on with you today. Because you said you don't feel lightheaded and your tongue's not tingling, is it? That could also well they did shove it down your throat, didn't they? That could be from that too. Um, yeah, but just saying that's the best advice I can give you. Like, I'm not trying to pressure you. But I definitely think you should see your aim. And maybe this is, like I said, maybe this is just a thing where you just need to sleep and then maybe you'll feel better and, you know. Alright. Alright. Yep. Bye. Alright, guys, we are back. Took a little break there. For anybody that stayed. Mahomes and the Chiefs have it 2nd and 10 on their own 10, or the opponent 10-yard line, excuse me. And Mahomes going to fire to Edwards-Helaire, who's going to get stopped at the 6.
Mahomes pass complete to Clyde Edwards-Helaire. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Intercepted in the end zone by the Texans. And they only get it back to the 8, so definitely might see Prescott handed off here. 3 turnovers versus 4 for the Texans. And Johnson gets it to the 13.
David Johnson, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Prescott airs it out, and it's intercepted by Gardner Johnson.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
Mahomes and the Chiefs get the football right back off the pick after they throw one in the end zone, and Kelsey makes a catch for a Chiefs touchdown. Going for 2. And stopped before he could get in. So it's a 3-point Houston lead.
Texans 46, Chiefs 43. QT on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Prescott not afraid to throw deep despite throwing the pick last time. It's caught at the 41-yard line. Prescott fires under pressure, throws incomplete.
Intended for Brandon Cooks. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
And the Texans are hoping they can hang on to this lead and return home Saturday night to play in the AFC Championship game. And that's intercepted again by Gardner Johnson. Kansas City, a chance to either kick a game-time field goal or score a go-ahead touchdown. Looking, gotta go with Kelsey. He's the only one open.
Complete to Travis Kelsey. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
You're dealing with a second-half team here in the Chiefs. Gonna air it out, and Mahomes thought he was still running towards the end zone and threw it. 3rd down and 2. This might be a 3 and out for the Chiefs. Mahomes gonna throw for Edwards-Helaire, who gets the 1st down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Yes. Here's Mahomes. Firing for the end zone again. Juju can't make the catch. And that expires the 3rd quarter. So here we go into the 4th and final quarter. Who's going home and who's moving on to the AFC Championship? Mahomes out of the pocket again. Gonna fire back to the left side of the field. And that's gonna be tipped and incomplete, intended for Valdez-Scantling. Kansas City, they get the pick. They're down by 3. Mahomes launching another one to the end zone, and this is going to be incomplete. Valdez couldn't complete the catch. Yeah. Hang on one sec. And on for a 58-yard attempt is Harrison Butker. This to tie it up. And that kick, no good. Yes. Both. No, he retired. Here's Prescott. Huh?
Intended for Jordan Akins. Incomplete. It's now
2nd down and 10. On the past 2 drives, Prescott's thrown an interception, so he's hoping he doesn't do that again. Prescott's feeling the pressure of the second half team out of the Kansas City Chiefs, and his team has butter gloves. They can't even catch the ball. 3rd down and 10, and you know Prescott not too happy about that. And incomplete again. That's what I said. And that's incomplete, and instead of going 3 and out, Prescott and the Texans stay out, and it's gonna be no good. Kansas City takes over in Houston territory. And Prescott's not very happy because he threw 2 interceptions on 2 drives and then a 4 and out on that pass drive. And Edwards-Helaire, he slips. It's tipped and it's intercepted. Taken right back by the Texans. What is this game? The Chiefs don't want to go home, and the Texans don't want to go home. Prescott under pressure, though. His offensive line has to block. He has nowhere to go. 2nd down and 20. Cooks makes the catch out of bounds. Gets him close to a 1st. It's going to be 3rd down and 2. Johnson runs up the middle, has the 1st down into Kansas City territory.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson on the tackle. An 8-yard pickup. And the Texans 1st down.
Incomplete, intended for Fells.
Prescott on the keeper. Intended for Darren Fells. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Incomplete. Nobody could get a hand on it, not even the defenders.
Intended for Jordan Akins.
3rd down and 10. Prescott fires to Duke Johnson, who has a few touchdown receptions here, and he gets the first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Houston.
One-hand catch by Randall Cobb. What'd you say? Yes. I'm not going against anybody. I'm not going against anybody. It's a playoff game. And that's intercepted by Kansas City. Prescott is feeling the pressure of this Kansas City defense. That's 3 second-half interceptions.
At their own 36-yard line.
6 turnovers for Houston, 5 for Kansas City. Here's Mahomes, stepping back, ready to air a ball out. He's hit as he throws it, and that's picked off. That is picked off by the Texans. I would not be surprised if the final score is Houston 46, Kansas City 43, because nobody's scored a touchdown or field goal yet, or safety, and we've almost played a full quarter without that. And Randall Cobb makes the catch and takes it inside the 35-yard line, 40-yard reception. A reminder coming up next. Got the Ravens taking on the Jaguars for a shot, and those guys will play for a shot to play the winner of this game in the AFC Championship. Later tonight, we got a couple NFC divisional games, Seahawks and Giants, Lions and Saints. Prescott trying to escape rush, throws as he's hit and throws incomplete. And it looked like he was eyeing Randall Cobb there.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Prescott gets sacked. And where is his defensive line? Or offensive line, excuse us. Did he make that catch? No, he didn't. 4th down and 20. This is the closest they got to scoring all quarter. Fairbairn with a field goal attempt, and that's no good! And the score will stay right where it is. Mahomes has his halfback, who spins out of one tackle and is brought down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Airing it out, and this is going to be intercepted. And returns it to his own 48. Before he's brought down, that's Johnson Jr. with the interception. And we can imagine a touchdown here will end it if Houston can get to the end zone. That is incomplete as he threw it as he was hit.
Intended for Randall Cobb. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Prescott, fires, and it is caught by Cooks. And Prescott is getting mad because his offensive line is not blocking. What happened? I mean, in the first half, his offensive line wanted to actually play football. And now here in the second half, Prescott's taking a bunch of sacks because they're not doing their job. And he has to throw out a one right there. And that is caught, though, at the 5. What a catch there by Akins. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Texans 46, Chiefs 43. A touchdown for the Texans could seal it. However, Kansas City is looking to make a defensive play and either kick a game-time field goal or score a go-ahead touchdown and defeat the Texans to go to the AFC champion, to stay home and host the AFC championship. If the Texans win, they return home to Houston and host the AFC championship. Prescott hands it off. Johnson not on the same page. And he actually loses 2 yards because of it. Duke Johnson. A few reception touchdowns for him. He really hasn't rushed in this game at all. It's been nothing but reception touchdown after reception touchdown. Prescott going for him again. And another reception touchdown for Duke Johnson. And that could seal it.
Complete to Duke Johnson. Touchdown, Houston. Kaimi Fairbairn.
73 seconds to play in the game, and I don't think Kansas City can score a touchdown and field goal to tie the game in time. Or 2 touchdowns take the lead.
Makes the score Texans 53, Chiefs 43. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
It might be over for Kansas City. They might be one and done. Pringle's knocked to the ground.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Dude. Who you think's going to win the next game, Jaguars or Ravens? Because they play the winner of this game in the AFC Championship. Who's going to win? Deep pass from Mahomes, and it is caught by Valdez-Scantling, and they got to use a timeout here.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
So, dude, who you think wins, Ravens or Jaguars? Going for Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and it's a Kansas City touchdown. Bet. They're not out of it yet, and they are going to go for the extra point. And with 55 seconds, I would imagine they're going to try an onside kick, get the football back, and try to kick the game-tying field goal to forced overtime. And they have to use another timeout. Ouch, that might affect them. And the Texans know that they got one job, and that is recover this ball, and the game is over. It's out of bounds. Texans are going to get it. However, Kansas City can try to intercept them. And 39 seconds. And it looks like the Texans definitely sealed this one with that touchdown, as Prescott's just going to air it out. And that was incomplete, so the clock stops. Kansas City is grateful for that. And they call their last timeout. Whoa. Not too sure that one's going to work for Kansas City. Intercepted! Kansas City has the football. "12 seconds to go. and they are in field goal range. They intercept it and return it all the way to the opponent 33. Here's Harrison Butker, and his field goal is good, and the game is tied with 8 seconds to go. However, there still is 8 seconds, and Houston has all 3 of its timeouts. So can they drive down the field and end it in regulation? Prescott's up for the contest. 53-53, wild game. We said with 73 seconds to go, there ain't no way, and, well, we should never underestimate the Chiefs. And that is why we say they are the best second-half team in the league. How about that? Overcoming that deficit. It was a 10-point deficit. They overcame it. And, they overcame it and tied the game up. Prescott, yeah, definitely not making it to the end zone. Just, yep, fall incomplete, send it to overtime. And this is the second game in the playoffs to go to overtime. The Saints and Panthers went to overtime. The Saints defeated the Panthers 20-14 in the wild card round. And look at this, the Texans have won the coin toss here to start overtime. There's a controversy rumor going around that the team that wins the coin toss wins the game. Will Houston get down the field and score? Keep in mind, though, before we start overtime, if both teams kick field goals, the next person to score wins the game. However, if a team goes down, scores a touchdown, game over. And if a safety scored by either team, game over. If the time expires before in overtime, this is the playoffs. So this game cannot end in a tie. So we will go to as many overtimes as it takes before a winner is declared. One time it took 4 overtimes to declare a winner in a Dolphins-Ravens playoff game from last year that the Dolphins won. But it took 4 overtimes, and Kuti returns it to the 25. And you know what Dak's saying? Let's just end this game now, guys. I don't want to go to like 4 overtimes like those two teams did. Gotta be careful, though, because a turnover and Kansas City score wins the game for Kansas City. No matter if it's a field goal or touchdown. A nice catch there. As you see the players on the sideline saying, yep, he caught it. That's a 27-yard reception. Oh, it's a booth review, and we're just going to skip right over that because we know dang well what it is. And by the way, both teams get only 2 timeouts. So the Texans finished regulation with 3, but they only get 2. Kansas City regains 2 timeouts as they had used all their timeouts in regulation. But that did not affect them any. Big play. Nice interception return. Got him into field goal range to the opponent 33. They kicked the 50-yarder to tie the game up. And that is how regulation ends. Meanwhile, Prescott is kind of looking like they were in the second half of regulation. Sloppy jalopy there. As that catch takes them into field goal range. But they don't want a field goal because if they kick a field goal, Kansas City gets a chance. Prescott to throw. His receiver slips and falls. What a catch! Hauled in by Cooks. Prescott. Incomplete, almost intercepted like 2 different times. Here's Fells, and wrapped up at the 7. 3rd and goal. They might have to kick a field goal here, even if they want to or not. Over the middle. Pass is caught. Touchdown, Randall Cobb. The Texans are going to the AFC Championship.
Randall Cobb. Touchdown, Houston.
The Texans have done an amazing job in these playoffs so far. They beat the Jets in the wild card round, and they come here to Arrowhead and defeat the Kansas City Chiefs and force the Chiefs to a one and done. They will head back home to Houston on Saturday night to play whoever wins the Ravens and Jaguars game
59.
in the AFC Championship. Let's get you down to that game. Dak Prescott and the Texans, the winners here at Arrowhead. Mahomes and the Chiefs, great season. They finish 8-2. Not what they wanted, but they'll have to come back next year. 59-53 the final. 566 passing yards for the Texans, only 477 for the Chiefs. And Mahomes going to take one last look at the field and leave in disappointment. Thought he had it there when he came back in regulation. And I guess the rumor is true. The team that wins the coin toss wins the game. So long, everybody. We'll see you in a little bit for the Jaguars-Ravens game.